This spot is called Chiltern Number 1 Dam, and today I'm going fishing in it. Hey you! You're watching Robbie Fishing. G'day everyone, today I'm fishing here in Chiltern Number 1 Dam. I've fished here before, I've only ever caught carp, and I suspect that's probably all that's in here. You never know, you could fluke something else, but either way, I've caught fish in here in the winter before, and it's still winter now, so I'm going to try again. I was hoping to sit in the sun, but it's this side of the lake, which is where there's the only access, is all in the shade. I need to be over there, but that's all private property. Anyway, I've got two rods, paternoster rig with some sweet corn kernels, and a running sinker rig with some worms, some Jan Juck worms. Let's get these lines in. Gee, it's hard work. Would you believe I've been here for just under 3 hours, 2 3/4 hours. I have not had a single nibble. So what I'm going to do is pack up, head back closer to home. I've got to go out tonight, so I can't get home too late. So I'll see if I can find somewhere in town to fish for a few hours. One thing I know is that wherever I go, I can't do any worse than I have here. This spot looks alright. Well, this is somewhere you've never seen me fish on my channel before. There's the main road into Wangaratta right there. I'll get these lines in and I'll explain where I am and why I chose this spot. I just got to be careful because these shoes have got no grip and that ground's very muddy. Oh, I better put some bait on, duh. Right, I've got my same two rods and rigs, one paternoster, one running sinker. The only difference from where I was fishing is that I've got worms on both rods now. I cast way over the other side, just because of the way the current is. This is Reedi Creek. You cross it on the Hume Highway coming into Wangaratta, and there's the highway just there. I can hear a truck coming, so you might hear a little bit of background noise as I sit here and fish. I've never actually fished right here, and it might interest you as to why. Basically, Reedi Creek starts up at Beechworth and it flows down through Eldorado, and it's a popular spot for gold prospecting, but it's actually met with a creek just up around the corner there called Yellow Creek. Yellow Creek is like a man-made diversion around, I think it's man-made, around the outskirts of Wangaratta, so that when the Ovens River is higher, water flows around Wangaratta, down Yellow Creek into Reedi Creek and down through here. So basically, the water that's here is probably 95% Ovens River water and 5% Reedi Creek water, if that makes sense. Now, back in summer when the river was low, Yellow Creek completely dried up, Reedi Creek completely dried up, this creek completely dried up, but I know that there was water in the creek down through here. You could see it driving over the bridge. There was a lot of sand here with no water, but there was water in the pools. Whether the carp survived or any other fish survived in those deep pools, I don't know. We might find out in the next couple of hours. But the reason I've never fished here before is because when I was a kid, it's a psychological thing. We've come a long way since the 1980s. But when I was a kid, we used to drive across this bridge here, and sometimes the water would be green because the turd farm is just upstream, only probably half a kilometre or so, the Wangaratta Sewerage Farm, and they'd treat the water then, and what was left over would end up in this creek, and sometimes it'd be green and horrible. But times have changed. Treatment has gotten a whole lot better now. The water looks fine. This is actually quite a popular fishing spot these days. You can see the fork-shaped sticks in the bank here. I've never actually fished right here before, but a lot of people do. It's quite popular. So that's where I am. Will I catch a fish here? Couldn't do any worse than out at Chiltern Number 1 Dam. That's a bite, that's a fish. That's a carpy bite, I reckon. Oh, I missed him. I thought it might have been the current just moving the bait around the bottom, but no, it was definitely a bite. That's a good sign. The reason I'm casting so far across, because that's the deep side, this is the shallow side, and there's not a lot of snags. If it's too snaggy, you just get snagged casting across the river. But here's not too snaggy at all. It's like one big sandbar. The whole creek's quite a sandy creek. There we go, it's back. Literally just sat down. It's a fish, isn't it? Is it a fish or is it the sinker that's dragging on the sand? I reckon that's a fish. No, that's a fish. That's not a bloody sinker. Got him. Years ago this water was green and you wouldn't dream of keeping a fish out of here, but I've got to tell you, if I caught a yellow belly here, I think this is a carp, but if I caught a yellow belly here, I would 100%, that might be a yellow belly. No, it's a carp. I'm almost certain it's a carp. If I caught a nice yellow belly or even a redfin or something here, I would totally keep it. Now, you wouldn't when I was a kid when the water was green, but you would now. Big old mud marlin. Yep, not even all that big. Isn't that funny? I sat at the other spot for nearly 3 hours. 2 hours and 45 minutes I was there. Never had a single nibble. Look, there's a fish jumping out there. I've been here for 5 minutes and I've already hooked up. Unbelievable. I see it, but I don't believe it. I'm on the board. Well, I'm off to a good start here. Isn't it amazing how you can sit in one spot for nearly 3 hours, not even get a single nibble, pull up at a different spot, and it takes 5 minutes to catch your first fish. It all happened so quick. When I got here, I sent my mate Praddy a message and told him where I was, and he says, cool, I'll see you soon. He's going to come out with his dog Sam, and I haven't even had a chance to reply to his message. When I left Chiltern to come back to Wing, I didn't know where I was going to go. I thought I'd go down to the junction there where I often fish and just have a look and see how it's looking, and a couple of other spots. And I drove over this and thought, that was nice and fishy. I'll try there, it looks good. And I was right. Hello, Sam. Sam. Oh, you can smell the fish in the net. Oh, Sam, I'm getting a bite. We're going to catch a fish here, Sam. Here he comes. Coming back with a fishing rod. Gee, that sun's nice and warm, isn't it? Fish? That's a fish, Praddy. He's on still. Yeah, wrapped around something. There we go. He's. Nah, thanks, nah. I was going to say, it feels like a cod because it's just pulling down, but it was wrapped around something, so now I'm getting carp vibes. Nah, I'll be fine, thanks. There must be a stick out there. Maybe someone had a fork-shaped stick there when the water was lower, because I was just going straight down because the line was wrapped around a stick. Had a bite a minute ago. Praddy noticed that I had a bite a minute ago, and I said, I'm not sure whether it was a bite or whether just the current moving the sinker, but then a couple of minutes later, this fish just came along and went bang. Well, swapping from Chiltern Dam to here was a good move. It was a good move. A good move. A good idea. Righto, El Carpio. Into the net. He's actually hooked under the mouth. Huh? Number 2. This is what I've been doing with this rod. I've been casting it out over there, not too far because I don't want to catch that power line. Letting it sink. That would be shocking. And then just sitting it in the rod rest. That's the Simon Humphrey U-Butte fishing rod holder. I might check the bait on this other one while I'm here, just because I'm up. Is there a crayfish on here? I don't reckon there'd be crayfish in here. It's too sandy, isn't it? There's something on here. Nah. It's fighting like a crayfish. I'd be very surprised if there was a crayfish in here with all this sand. That's a bite. Here we go, and got him. Number 3. This one's on the Paternoster rig. It's another carpio. I reckon there's a chance of getting a yellow belly in here. Certainly a chance of getting carp. Oh, my other rod just had a nibble. Oh no, the other rod's getting a nibble. Yeah. Yes, thanks. You want this one? Oh dear. That's all happening. That's only 6 pound line, that. If it snaps, it doesn't matter. How good's that? You got the double hookup. Now your rod's gonna go. It's moving. Oh, Sam, was it?
You get yours in first.
Man down. You don't want that. Did I tell you I slipped over in the mud the other day with Loretta and Holly? No, it's broken free. That doesn't matter.
I know.
That doesn't matter. This is a bigger one. Gee, coming here was a good idea. 3 hours in the last spot for nothing. 4 carp in half an hour here. Now we just need a big fat yellow belly to come along. Alright, throw him in. And spend the rest of the afternoon untangling lines. Oh, that one just broke. Yeah, I just broke the line on this one. I must have had too much tension on it. Alright. Bum. Another one for the pile. Right. I'll put them both to sleep at the same time. He's wrapped around the grasses there. And the grass. Get off the grass, mate. After all that, he got off anyway. Catch and release. That's oh no. The world's doomed forever. Right, I'm going to put this one back in after that bit of a shebang or whatever you want to call it, a mishap. I'll put the paternoster rig back in, but I've got to re-rig the running sinker rig, and funnily enough, it actually broke about 3 foot up from the hook, just in the middle of nowhere. There must have been a weak spot in the line or something. Anyway, get my other line in. There's not a second to lose. Righto, running sinker re-rigged. Reloaded, ready to re-catch the fish that we just lost. This might be the one we lost. Oh, yeah, he's still there. Got him.
I'm not touching it.
I think it might be a bit... It's a bit smaller, I think. I reckon it's the one we lost. He's come back for seconds, I'm sure of it. Oh, he got off again. He's playing funny buggers with us. Oh, quick, I'll get the line back out. There's not a second to lose. He just randomly got off for no reason. Maybe you need to cast over there, near that bit of a backboarder, perhaps. He bites galore here. I can't keep him off my hook, Praddy. This one might be a yellow belly. Never know. Look at it, he's pulling. Oh, I should have struck then. He's still there, I reckon. Here he goes. Got him. Will it be a yellow belly? If it is, it's a big one. It's giving me carp vibes. The train already go past. I heard the horn. I heard the horn, but I didn't hear the train.
No, you hear them from a mile.
The horns. Yeah, that's another carp. But no, I was at Chilton this morning. I could hear him coming from ages away. I wasn't expecting to catch this many carp here. You know, when I woke up this morning, I wasn't expecting to be this awesome. It just happened. What's that?
I'd ask for a refund.
Oh! No, I missed him. Not even a big fish. I'm in a pickle. Got him. Instead of biting on the other rod, I can't keep the bloody fish off my line. Your line's getting a bite. Let's see whether the automatic rod holder hook setter springs into action. How hard's the fish got to pull before it goes up? Praddy's got his fishing rod in one of these automatic. There it goes! You got him! Is that a carp?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I'll let him tire himself out a bit.
He's big. You've come in late with the biggest fish of the day.
Oh, it's automatic hookers.
That was so cool. So they don't hook the fish just with a nibble. It takes a fair. Once the fish hooks itself, it goes up and sets the hook. How heavy is your line?
Don't know. Not very.
And hey, Preddy's on the board with the submarine. Biggest fish of the day. Look at the size of it. That's got to be 65 centimetres or more. You legend.
Sashimi in the one?
Now the fish is a little bit dirty, but I'll use the Yabby brag mat. It's 40 to there. That's just about 70 centimetres. Probably 69 to 70 centimetres. Brady, you're a legend.
It's a circle hook that'll work.
The circle hook. Look out. That's a cod, that one. Cod bite.
The other one's going off too, I think.
It'd be funny if it's a cod and I called it. Yeah, it's a carp. The 413th one of the day. Yeah, carp central, eh? That's only a little one, a bit the hardest. The smallest fish with the hardest bite. I'd like to just drag it up the bank, but my line's probably not strong enough. And I couldn't be bothered re-rigging. This one didn't nibble, it just went bang. Ba-da-bum, bum, bum. Another one for the pile. Ba-da-bum, bum, bum. The pile's getting very big. Alright, there's my worms. There's still plenty of meat there. I might just put one fresh one on to complement the old ones. Then fish on, just sat down. It doesn't feel overly. Oh, I got off. What's wrong with this hook? That's the third fish that's got off on this hook.
Change the hook.
Nah,
Jinxed.
there's nothing wrong with it. That's all it is jinxed. I'll put it back out. We've got lots of second stillers at the moment. Oh, first bite for a while. He's on. Been a bit quiet. We were getting lots of bites before, but they've slowed right down.
Keep this one on this one.
What's that? Yeah, keep this one on. This is the rod that keeps losing them. Pratty just said ever since the shade hit the water, the fish have gone off, and he's spot on. As soon as the shade hit the water, the fish went off. I'm not giving up hope on a yellow belly yet, Pratty. I reckon there's a chance. Well, they're more green than yellow. In clear water like this, yellow belly are a deep dark green with like a golden stomach. That's what they're called, golden perch. And in really dirty water, they can be really pale. Pale and anemic looking. It's just decided to go nuts. I haven't even had a good look at it yet. Oh, here he comes. Not as big as your big monster. Is that it? Oh, it's a mirror carp, I think. I saw it is too, it's a mirror carp. Have a look at the ugly thing. Ta. Oh, these things are so ugly. Have a look at it. Oh. Got him.
Got it! Yahoo!
Wow, that's got almost no scales. That's the mirror carp have less scales than normal, but I reckon that is one of the most unique carp that I've ever caught. Check that out. That is one of the most scaleless. The whole mirror carp thing, they actually bred them specifically to make carp without scales. That's the story anyway, because they're easier to prepare for food in other parts of the world where they eat carp. And that one's a good example of a scaleless one. It hasn't got many. Right, I put the paternoster rig back in after catching that. I've got to admit, that was a pretty cool looking mirror carp. I'm pretty happy with that. I still think it's ugly, but it's cool. It's ugly and cool. And this is snaggled. I've cast out there no less than a dozen times this afternoon and not got snagged. Now, all of a sudden, snagged. Yeah, maybe I had a bite on here before. Maybe it's something just grabbed it and swam under a log or something. That's off. Off like a bride's nightie. Off like a hook on a running sinker rig. That's a shame. Well, I put my line in the yellow belly hole and the yellow belly said, God bless my soul, I like it. I like it. I like it. I'll take it. One yellow belly coming up. Praddy, would you believe this? I literally just put this in. I literally just put this line in and said one yellow belly coming right up and now getting a bite straight away. Got him. Be funny if it was a yellow belly after I said that. Oh, he got off. He got off. I put it in and I said one yellow belly coming right up and then had a bite within 5 seconds. Here we go. Watch this, Paul, and you'll see how it's done. Now, Paul, I'm not talking to myself. I've got a GoPro on my head, or DJI. I've got, I've been sitting here with Praddy for the last couple of hours and now his brother's come. So I've got to start calling Praddy Jason because they're both Praddys. P1 and P2. Oh, I got colour. Well, I thought I saw a bit of colour. There goes a train. Another carp. This place is Carp Central. Thanks, Paul. Legend. You can't see Paul, he's behind the camera, but we used to work together at the Wangaratta Wooler Mills back in the 1990s. Back in the day. The line's wrapped around his back fin, it just broke free. Jason, the OG Praddy, he caught the biggest one. His all quality over quantity was on quantity over quality. Alright, I'm putting my line back in with a single worm on it. Don't catch that cord. I was worried I was going to catch that power line. My first bite for a while. Will this be the elusive yellow belly? Now that it's getting a bit later in the day. Now that I've come down here, it's stopped. Just had another bite. This one's nibbling but not hooking up. That's exciting me. Because it might not be a carp. Oh, well now it's hooking up. I might have to eat my words here in a second because it might be a carp. Oh, fighting like a yellow belly until it's not. At the moment it is. It's actually got yellow belly vibes. I'm not even joking. It's feeling like a yellow belly. Wouldn't it be so awesome to catch a yellow belly after catching like half a dozen carp? And it is. It's green. It's a yellow belly. Or is it a cod? It's either a yellow belly or... Oh, it's gone! It snapped me line. I reckon it might have been a cod. It was definitely green. It was 100% green. And it snapped the line. It snapped my hook off. No! That was, I can tell you, 100% honesty, that wasn't a carp. And I reckon it was a Murray cod, and I reckon it might have been around the 50 to 55 centimetre mark. It may have even been a legal one. It wasn't a monster, but it was a decent fish. I've been catching carp all afternoon, and I finally hooked a decent fish. Could have been a yellow belly, but I'm almost sure it was a cod. And it's gone. Well, that sucks. Guess who's back? Back again. I reckon this has got carp vibes. That's a carpy looking bite. Unless it's a yellow belly. You never know, it might be a yellow. Too big. That's not a yellow, unless it's about 50,000 pounds. Big. I'll loosen me drag a little bit. How about that? That way I might not break the line. Isn't that funny? I called that fish before. I knew it wasn't a carp because it was going that way. All the carp have gone down that way and swam around, and that one didn't. That stayed out there and just tried to go over there to the deep side. I might beat you a big 70 centimetre fish, Praddy.
I'll let you.
That's mighty kind of you.
You gotta get it in the net. Yeah, otherwise.
It is a small carp, but just fighting well. It feels a lot bigger than what it actually is. That's not fair. How come the carp doesn't get off but the cod does? It's not even all that big. I think your 70 centimetres is safe. Look how fat it is. It's so fat. Probably not even 42 or 43 centimetres, but it's just fat and a fit, fat fighting machine. Well, the fact that the cod got off and the carp didn't is a little bit upsetting. Anyway, keep on trying. I'll be leaving soon. I can't stay too late tonight because I've got to go out. So I'm not going to be fishing until dark. Now I just had a bite on the running sinker rig again. I'm a bit puffed out. If you can see all these ripples on the water, I've just thrown all the dead carp back in. I think it was 8. I killed them, left them on the bank while we're here. Then I threw them back in to float away and feed the water rats and yabbies and water birds and stuff. Well folks, I've got to pack up and go home because I'm going out tonight, so I can't stay late. Heaps of carp central. I definitely lost a Murray cod out there before. It could have been a yellow belly, but I reckon it was a cod, and it was definitely green. We got to see Praddy's U-Butte fishing rod holder hook a fish. I got to catch up with the other Praddy, both Praddys. I've just had a fantastic afternoon, and I've got one bit of advice. Don't bother going fishing at Chilton #1 Dam. Thank you all very much for watching.